Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to analyze two editorial cartoons that talk about inequality, and I will be using Kress multimodal analysis to break down how each cartoon creates meaning through visual. Before we start, let me quickly explain what is an editorial cartoon. It's not just a funny drawing, it's a picture that comments on society and sends a message, sometimes serious, sometimes sarcastic. Instead of using long text, it's communicated through image and symbol. You know what? Editorial cartoons are powerful because they can deliver complex ideas in just one frame. They make people stop, look, and think. Even though the drawing are simple, the meaning behind them can be very deep. So today I'm going to show you how these images work together to explain social issues in a way that's easy to understand but still emotionally impactful. Alright, let's look at the first cartoons. What meaning are being made? This cartoon shows a very strong contrast. Inside the window, rich man enjoy big plate of food. Outside, a mother and her child search through a garbage bin. The message is clear: inequality is happening right next to us. One group had more than enough, while another struggled to survive. As you can see, the message doesn't use any words, but we can immediately feel the emotional gaps. The scene of comfort and the scene of hardship are happening at the same time, in the same location, which make the message even stronger. It reminds us that inequality often exists quietly, even when people pretend not to see it. How is meaning made? The cartoon used visual contrast, warm, bright color inside, dark, dull color outside, relaxed body language inside, and tried and bent posture outside. The window became a boundary between two worlds, comfort and struggle. The cartoonist chose this layout intentionally to show how society pays attention to the privileged while overlooking those in need. Semiotic resources. Important symbols include food with garbage, abundance with desperation, mother posture show exhaustion, barefoot child show vulnerability, clean clothes with worn clothes show different lifestyle. Light and dark color show emotional impact. These details make the message stronger. Every object in the image carries meaning. For example, the garbage bin is not just a bin. It symbolizes a lack of opportunity. The clean plate inside represents access, even wastefulness. By placing these symbols side by side, the cartoonist criticized a huge gap between social classes. Social environment. This cartoon reflects real situation in many cities around the world, where luxury, restaurant, and extreme poverty exist side by side. It connects to issues like economic inequality, social class, and access to basic needs. This is not a fictional situation. It's mirror real social structure. Many people walk past similar scene every day without thinking twice, which is exactly what the cartoons want us to notice. Interest and agency. The cartoonist want the audience to feel aware and maybe uncomfortable. The goal is to highlight how society often ignores poverty, even when it's right in front of us. By showing this emotional contrast, the artist encourages viewers to reflect on their own role. Are we aware of this problem? Do we ignore it? And what can we do? So, let's start with the same question. What meaning are being made? This cartoon shows that life is not a fair competition. The rich kids ride in a nice toy car, while the poor kid sits in a shaky cart pushed by his tired mother. The main idea is that children don't start from the same point in life. It emphasized that success is not only about effort. Some children begin life with advantages that make everything easier, while others face obstacles from the very beginning. These cartoons use the innocence of children to highlight how unfair the system can be. How is meaning made? The cartoon used a race as a metaphor. The rich kid's path is smooth and fast. The poor kid's path is unstable and difficult. Just by looking at the image, you can understand the unfairness. Semiotic resources. Toy car show privilege and comfort. Shopping cart show instability. Rich parent sharing show emotional and financial support. Triad mother show struggle. Smooth movement with shaky movement show different life opportunity, and color contrast show different experiences. All these symbols come together to create a narrative about opportunity. Even the facial expression matters. The rich parents are smiling proudly while the poor mother looks exhausted and worried. This detail captures the emotional reality behind social inequality. Social environment. This reflects real issues in education, family background, and social mobility. Children from richer families have more opportunity, better school, better support, and better resources. It's not just about money, it's about a network, environment, and long-term advantage. The cartoon points out that society often pretends that race is fair, even though it clearly isn't. Interest and agency. The cartoonists want people to rethink the idea that everyone has equal chance. Instead, they show how some kids start far ahead before the race even begins. Alright guys, as we can see, both cartoons focus on inequality, but in a different ways. The first cartoon shows inequality in everyday survival, and the second one shows inequality in opportunity and future success. Together, they show that inequality affects both the present and the future. When combined, these cartoons create a bigger picture. One inequality affects people immediately, while the other affects long-term outcomes. Both types are connected and shape how society functions. By comparing them, we can understand the deeper problem behind social unfairness. To wrap up, multimodal analysis help us to understand these cartoons more deeply. By looking at color, symbol, layout, and body language, we can see the message that the artists want to communicate, not just with words, but through visual elements. Editorial cartoons may look simple, but they use powerful images to make us think about fairness, society, and human experience. They remind us to look beyond the surface and consider the system that shape people's life. Whether we're talking about basic need or future opportunity, this image encourages us to reflect on our values and responsibility as members of society. And lastly, thank you for listening, and I hope this helped you understand the cartoon more clearly. If you found this useful, feel free to check out more multiple modal analysis videos on the channel.